We're following breaking news. The WBZ team has learned that several Boston police uniforms have been stolen. Our chief investigator, Cheryl Fiandaca, is here. And I know, Cheryl, you've been working on this story since early this morning.
Yes, we have, Paula. And we've learned a bunch of things about what's going on right now. We've learned that IQ sources are telling us that there's an intense investigation now underway after Boston police uniforms were stolen from a Weymouth supply store. Now, the break-in happened over the weekend. Sources say the thieves got into Andrea's police and fire supply store by cutting through drywall, getting away with at least 4 BPD dress coats, a Boston police leather jacket, and pants. Detectives went door to door at the strip mall businesses looking for surveillance video and witnesses. Sources say they do have evidence and are hopeful they can solve the case before the Boston Marathon. That's just weeks away, Paula.
All right, Chief Investigator Cheryl Fiandaca, thank you. Breaking here at noon, our first look at the type of Boston police uniforms stolen from a local supply shop. Well, now there's a reward for more information. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Paula Eben. These uniforms were stolen in a break-in in Weymouth, and WBZ Chief Investigator Cheryl Fiandaca broke this story. Cheryl, you were the first reporter on the scene after that. This really piqued your attention right away. What can you tell us now?
Well, you know, Paula, those uniforms were stolen late last month. Since then, and with the marathon right around the corner, there has been an intense investigation to find them. These are photos of the Boston police uniforms that were taken from Andrea's police and fire supply store in Weymouth. This lightweight jacket with Boston Police written on the back, a short-sleeve shirt, uniform pants, a leather jacket, and a dress uniform coat, both with Boston Police patches on the sleeves. The thieves also took a bullet-resistant vest.
Not permitted.
Hi, can we just talk to you about
law enforcement only?
Can we just talk to you about what happened? No one from the store wanted to talk to the I-team about the thefts last month. Sources say the thieves cut through drywall to get the uniforms, the break-in happening over a weekend. The uniform theft has officers on high alert, and with the marathon next week, we're told to remain vigilant. And police are asking for the public's help to find those uniforms and are offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Paula?
Cheryl Fiandaca, thanks so much.
The I-team uncovered today. Cheryl broke the news on CBS News Boston that Boston police uniforms had been stolen from a Weymouth supply store. Tonight, Ken McLeod is digging deeper into this crime. He's live in Weymouth for us. And Ken, some serious security concerns here.
Yeah, Lisa, most folks don't realize that the lion's share of police officers buy their equipment and uniforms at a shop like this, and then they get reimbursed by their department. So a burglary at a place like this raises the threat of a cop impersonator.
I wouldn't necessarily see it as a cause for panic, but certainly a concern is warranted.
That's the prevailing law enforcement take on a weekend burglary here at Andrea's Police and Fire Supply, where crooks cut through the drywall to get inside and swipe some Boston police outfits.
Someone could have it and wear it to perpetrate a crime. It's possible, but it's not likely.
Not likely because the 4 stolen uniforms are not what cops wear on the street. They're BPD dress coats and pants for special events, along with a single BPD leather jacket. However,
most people who would be attending the marathon would assume that someone who is dressed as a Boston police officer is in fact a Boston police officer.
Indeed, with the Boston Marathon just 3 weeks away, fears of a fake officer executing some dastardly plan can't be ignored. And today, detectives were crawling all over the strip shopping center where the supply store sits, dead center.
So in this day and age, whenever police equipment or uniforms goes missing, it's the subject of a very intense investigation.
Keep in mind, the art thieves who stole a fortune in paintings from the Isabella Gardner Museum 30 years ago were dressed as Boston cops. But while law enforcement experts agree a dress uniform might fool the average citizen on the street, they argue it would stand out like a sore thumb to real cops, making it very hard for the imposter to blend in.
I'm not suggesting that it's impossible. But it would be a challenge for someone to go completely undetected.
Police departments everywhere have been alerted to this theft, so they're on the lookout for this sort of thing. Now, experts say if you've got any doubts that the police officer in front of you is the real thing, you shouldn't feel bad about asking for an ID. Live in Weymouth tonight, Ken McLeod, WBZ News.
Good advice, Ken. Thank you.